Yeah, so just kind of some miscellaneous travel stuff, as well as um, carrying rods and stuff down. These are some of the things that I like to have with me. Um, this kind of all gets put into a duffel bag. If I'm checking stuff, but um, different rod carrying solutions. These Patagonia roll up style bags are great. You can stick a couple rods in there, roll it back up, and that's going to it's not as bulky as carrying each individual rod tube. You can get like 4 rods in there, which is plenty, and then that's going to have some rigidity. So if you're strapping it to a backpack, or even sticking that down into a duffel bag for coming home, if you're checking everything, it's going to provide a little bit of protection. It's lightweight. Good way to organize things in the lodge. You can organize your rods and let them sit there, and that way they're out of the way while you're not fishing. What I probably mostly travel with is going to be this kind of suitcase style bag. A lot of people think it's a violin case when you're walking through the airport, but you can get your rods, your reels, you can put some fly boxes, some extra stuff in there. Never had an issue carrying this on the plane. You can stick it in the overhead. You can have the flight attendants put it in the kind of the front closet there if there's space. But it's a good way to carry everything down there in addition to whatever backpack or other bags you got. This is going to be a lighter duty, kind of more rod specific way to go. Both are great. It's kind of personal preference. Other stuff I like to bring, camera in a waterproof box, just to keep that protected. It's always great to take pictures of memories of the trip. Camera's awesome. Your phone, definitely get a waterproof case for your phone if you're taking pictures on your phone, because they have such nice cameras anymore. Travel wise, iPad, load a couple books on there for flying, reading at night at the lodge. If you run into travel problems, having something to work on with a bigger screen, if you got to go to whichever airline site and change flights around, I like having an iPad or tablet for that. Noise canceling headphones. Not only watching movies on your iPad or on the back of the seat in front of you on the plane, but you get to Belize, a lot of the little hopper flights. They're loud, they're little Cessna planes, so something with a noise canceling thing, especially if you had a long time to get in, red eye flights or anything like that. Take some of that background noise out of it and keep your sanity. Other stuff, little towel. All the lodges have linens and towels and stuff. I like having an extra one. I can throw that in, a backpack for on the boat, keeping your hands clean. If you're to go take a swim while you're out, snorkeling around, you've got an extra towel to use. Little waterproof bags, little simple dry bags are good, kind of keeping things organized. Stuff like that. Little packable travel cubes are really nice. These, one, keep things organized in a bigger duffel bag, but I actually like to use them in a backpack when I'm on the boat. So I'll put all my tippet and stuff in one, and then sunscreen and sunglasses in another. And that way, if you're working out of a bag that doesn't have a lot of structure, so a backpack, for example, or a sling pack or anything like that, you're not losing things. Kind of keeps everything together while you're out there. Pocket knife. It's always good to have a pocket knife. That's going to go in a checked bag for sure. But like cutting limes at the bar, cutting the tip off a cigar, a lot of situations where we're having a little pocket knife's nice to have. So simple little pocket knife. Headlamp, super important. Some lodges have lighting around at night, some don't. Power can go out. It's the Caribbean, Central America. Things happen. So having a light is always good. Extra batteries for said light. These little, kind of rubberized twist tie things are great. If you need to hang your light up in your room because the power went out and you don't want to trip over everything, you can hang clothes on them. You can tie your rods off on them. So having a couple of these is really nice, just to kind of keep things organized and out of the way and protected while you're down there. Earplugs. Going on a group trip, your buddy snores, you snore, and you want your buddy to be happy. Earplugs are always good. They're good in the plane. A lot of the lodges, they have, window unit air conditioners or mini splits. And so if you are susceptible to noise, dehumidifiers, things like that, having some earplugs to pop in so that you're rested the whole time is always nice. Something really important, hydration packs, stuff to keep you hydrated. Definitely you're going to want a water bottle, and a lot of the lodges actually provide water bottles or ways to drink water when you're out there. Having Gatorade or Noom or whatever it is, little electrolyte powder drinks and stuff can go a long way to keeping you comfortable, keeping yourself hydrated while you're out there. I know Belize this spring got really hot, and if you're out there and you need a little bit more than water, and chances are you might be having a cocktail or two or beers or whatever. So any way to keep you more hydrated is going to be important. Sunscreen for sure. 30, 50. I like having kind of a face stick one as well as actual sunscreen. The towel is nice for this too. You don't want sunscreen on your flies or your fly line, so get yourself lathered up, hands in the water, get that sunscreen off the palm of your hands, and then you got something to wipe your hands on instead of your shirt or your shorts or whatever. And bug spray. Bugs are down there, certain times a year. They're better or worse, but having a little bit of bug dope, definitely doesn't have to be anything more than 30%. I mean, that's usually plenty. You don't need the 90 super heavy duty stuff, but something that you're around the lodge, you're out fishing, a little bit of bug spray, and that should keep you comfortable. In the travel cube here, some other stuff that I like to have with me. A couple garbage bags. These are great. You're on a boat transfer, you're using a bag like this, throw that in the garbage bag. It's gonna help keep the water out. Just anything you want to, you can help sort your dirty clothes as you're going. It all goes in a trash bag, and then when you get home, that's what I wore. It's not all getting lumped together. Kind of helps keep things organized. Laundry bags are great too. This way, just another way to kind of manage everything, keep your dirty clothes away from your clean clothes. Trash bags are great for your boots. So, you get done fishing that last day, chances of your boots drying out all the way before you start your transfer back in the morning the next day, pretty light. So now you've got something to put those in so everything else in your bag doesn't get nasty. Ziploc bags. Whether you're putting flies that you've used and you want to keep them out of your box, Ziploc bags, you can, collect some seashells or, any little thing like that. Something breaks, your sunglasses break, you can put all the parts in a bag so that when you come back home to, send them off to warranty or whatever, you're not missing things. So just little stuff that doesn't take up a lot of space, but it keeps things organized. Some lodges, if you say, hey, can I get, you put some ice in a Ziploc bag for me if you twist your ankle or something down there, and a way to keep ice on something, or whatever it may be. They're easy, they don't cost a lot of money, they don't take up a lot of space, they're nice to have.